daily game plan for success. It's Sacks in the Morning. Steve Sacks.
Hi, Steve Sacks here with Sacks in the Morning. Today, I wanted to talk to you about taking nothing for granted and how money really isn't everything. A lot of people are trying to get a foothold today. There's lots of opportunity today. And frankly, lots of times people just talk about what kind of money they're going to make. And I just don't think it's all about that. Today's story is one that was told to me by the great Ted Williams. This happened back in 1985, I believe, down in Florida in spring training. Ted Williams told me what happened on that fateful day that many of you heard about before, back in 1941, when Ted Williams was the last guy to ever hit 400. Now, I encourage you to go to the website, and the wonderful work my daughter Lauren does, because she runs the website, is right there, posted pictures of Ted Williams telling me this unbelievable story, again, that happened back in 1941. Here goes. Back in 1941 was the crazy year. It was an amazing year for baseball. So in that year, in the last day of the season, Ted Williams is hitting .399.555. So if you round that up, which is what they would normally do, Ted Williams would be hitting 400 on the last day of the season. Now, the way it goes that Ted Williams told me is he walked the streets of Philadelphia the night before because the next day, the last day of the season, was a doubleheader, and questions abound everywhere around the country. Will Ted Williams play? Will he play in one game? Will he play in two games? Or will he sit out and just wind up hitting, as they rounded up, a 400 batting average? So Ted Williams explained to me that he actually never even thought about not playing. So what he did was he played both games. He went 6 for 8, and he wound up hitting 406, the last man to ever hit 400. So as Ted Williams stepped into the batter's box for Game 1, the catcher on the Philadelphia A's was named Frankie Hayes, and he tapped Ted on his shoulder and says, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know this. We had a meeting before the game, and we talked about your situation." And he told Ted, he said, "Look, we're going to come right at you. We all decided that we're not going to hit you with a pitch. We're not going to lay anything in there for you. We're going to go right at you, and we're going to try to get you out, just like we would in a normal game." And Ted said, "Okay, great." So if you look at this, Ted Williams was 3 for 14 in the 4 previous games before the doubleheader started. He wasn't exactly riding a ton of momentum coming into that last game. He was slumping, and the odds were probably not with him, even though he was such a great hitter, that he could amass 6 hits and 8 at-bats, but that's exactly what he did. 4 for 5 in the first game, and after Game 1, he was hitting .403.9, which is basically .404. And in the second game, he was 2 for 3, and that wound him up at .406. You talk about having some stones, some cojones, to go in there and put this all on the line. And to me, that just shows that Ted Williams wasn't about the numbers. He was about getting the action. He liked rolling the dice. It wasn't about money. It was about going up there and competing. And that's sometimes something that gets lost in today. Ted Williams wasn't about that. He was all about the game. Teddy Ballgame. What a perfect name for him. That's my Sacks in the Morning short for today. I encourage all of you to engage and follow your emotional heart.